teams emerging from the tunnel into perfect conditions, both overhead and underfoot, ideal for quality football. Purser now attacking, Smith outside. Here's Smith again. What's a great chance? It's Buffel! Thomas Buffel for Rangers. It's a perfect start.
Nightmare to defend. Stevie Smith, a great run. It's a great ball in, and then it's just a matter of knocking it in. And Thomas Buffel got himself into the front post. But this is all about the ball. When it comes across like that, all he's got to do is make contact. Great goal from Rangers. Wonderful play.
Options to the right. Sionko. Difficult pass to control. He did well. Largely at pace. Great delivery. Oh, so close from Boyd.
Takes the ball on and he just goes flying by defenders. Very difficult to deal with a player who's going at that pace. Then it's all about the final ball. He played it into a good area, and that's a great last-ditch tackle, because from there you've got to figure Chris Boyd was just going to pick his spot.
Crossing opportunity is a good one to Balbinson. What a chance! Well, he can't believe that. The marking was quite appalling.
It's another perfect ball in, but this has been Rangers' Achilles heel. A free header, right slap bang in the middle of the goal from 6 yards. You've got to hit the target. If you hit the goalkeeper, you're unlucky. If you miss the 8 yards between the posts, that's a horrendous chance missed. That is a real opportunity.
Barnsley's throw, looking for Purcell. Who's turned well. Bit of a tangle there, and the whistle is gone. No ill will between the players. The ball was obviously free to challenge for.
But the first touch was great from Dara Purcell. He tries to roll the defender. You can see the big defender. There's a bit of he's got an arm on Dara Purcell. Dara Purcell's got a hand in his jersey, and the linesman on the far side, how he can see that that's a free kick, I have no idea. But it was the flag that alerted the referee to the fact there was some wrongdoing in there.
There's Buffel, goal scorer, linking with Sionko. Oh, it's good play by Sionko. This is for Boyd. Anderson staying on his feet there. It's played in there by Buffel towards Purcell. Good catch by Larsson. He's very good in the air, Balbinson. I'm sure that's why he's been preferred tonight to Konate. Buffels pass. Sionko's offside.
Linesman was certainly no doubt. There was two choices for the through ball. He picked out Sionko. His first touch was excellent. His second touch bulleted in the back of the net, but I think you can see there the lines on the clock tell you it was just offside, and the linesman who was right in line got it right.
I must confess, I've seen quite a lot of German football. The quality of linesmanship generally, Craig, is wonderful.
Yeah, well, it's
average with a cross. Here's the chance. There's a brilliant save by McGregor from Hosset. It could be a match-winning save.
Well, it's the old Achilles heel we spoke about again. The quality ball in, first time. It's a great leap downward header, and that's a great stop from the goalkeeper.
Stephen Smith. That's for Sionko. Very difficult ball for him to control. That's wonderful play by Sionko. Top-class control. The angle pass for Boyd. The back heeler is brilliant. That's a classic. Barry Ferguson. They don't come any better than that.
Well, it's difficult to know who it plays here, because everybody involved in that move was different class. Sionko's touch was brilliant. A through ball, a back heeler from Boyd, and then it's all about quality. Barry Ferguson, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Just pick your spot, and you will not see a better goal than that. Absolutely magnificent teamwork, and a fantastic finish from the skipper. What a time to score, what a goal to score.
Well, this is goal of the season time, this one. Got a chance at Hosset. Hemdani trying to get back on him. Hosset turns, still Hosset. Another fine save from Alan McGregor. Defence was exposed, but the keeper came to the rescue again.
Well, I'm talking about confidence at the other end, and here we are. That's a great chance. Again, it's good play from Hosset. He gets himself free, and credit Alan McGregor.
Ferguson muscled out of that. Here's a chance for Balbinson. Another magnificent save by McGregor. Here's Berghestad. Sionko gets back to help in defence. It's given away though. Another cross into the area. Another good header. It's close once again.
Good play by the Norwegians. One touch, Playing through on goal, look at the goalkeeper. He makes himself big, doesn't go to ground.
Ferguson linking there with Buffalo. It's great play again. Here's Purcell. That's good play again from Rangers. Just off target with a finish, but Ferguson's involvement very important again. He is looking just a little bit better now, isn't he? He looks sharper and busier.
Yeah, that's the word, it's the sharpness. Once that comes back, your confidence starts to come back, your balance starts to come back, and fantastic flick ball from Barry Ferguson. Thomas Buffalo gets it back, then it's straight into Daryl Purcell, and from there left-footed. He's only a yard wide, but magnificent passing movement. The minute Gavin Ray comes on, he's a little bit more licensed to go and do as he pleases. With being the only midfielder, he had to sit.
Brilliant play again. Adam to Purcell. Purcell goes again. Forces the save from Larson. That was all about Barry Ferguson again. Deep inside his own half.
Yeah, licence to roam for the skipper. When he gets the ball and drives forward, you know he's going to play a decent pass. Another good pass from Charlie Adam. Now Daryl Purcell's faced with, I think there's 4 defenders. He still manages to find room, and that's a decent save from the goalkeeper. Anytime the ball's in there, makes decisions quickly and just clears the danger.
Charlie Adam with a shot! Soho! Brilliantly saved there by Larson. We'll know all about that from the homework done by Molde before the match. What a powerful shot this is.
You won't see a better strike than this. It's a difficult one to take, but magnificent power. The only problem for Charlie Adam, straight at the goalkeeper. Anywhere else, and I think the keeper's struggling there. Straight at him. All he has to do is just deflect it over the bar.
Very good indeed. Rodriguez again winning the high ball. It's all over. Well, the ball hits the net there from Rinderoy, but it will make no difference to the scoreline. Excellent goals. Rangers go through to the group stages of the UEFA Cup. The final score at Ibrox, Rangers 2, Molde 0.
OK, we're going to cross back to the ground now, where Keith Downey is with Paul.
This is a big opportunity for them tonight to take control of this group. Maccabi Haifa, the lowest seeds in the group, but then again they did beat the highest seeds in Auxerre back in Tel Aviv just a couple of weeks ago. Rangers drew at home on Saturday after 2 away successes. They make 3 changes. Out go Buffo, Rodriguez and the cup-tied Papic. In come Jeremy Clement, Crucial and Carl Svensson. Picked up in the midfield, Javier Anderson, the Brazilian. We've seen plenty of Brazilians playing for the teams we've played against Scottish side. Cesar Prates played for Livorno. Cherokee Brieg and of course AEK Athens, a couple of Brazilians too. As Rangers striker forward, good header by Boyd, onto Nova, going through the little deflection! He did it in Italy, he does it at Ibrox. Nacho Novo is enjoying a wonderful European season. He fires Rangers ahead after just 5 minutes.
It was headed before the game, Nacho Novo as a player in form. That's a terrific flick on, I think it's Chris Boyd. Gets the flick on, Nacho Novo, I don't know if he ever had it under control. Just gets under control there and probably helped with the deflection, but it's definitely Nacho Novo's goal. He deserves it for the way he's played the last 2-3 games.
Well, he controlled it, he dug it out of his feet. Harazai came across, but the Israeli internationalist could only deflect it past his goalkeeper. It will go as Nacho Novo's.
Playing wide right up front, the 3 covering it right back.
Well, Nacho Novo was the hero for the goal, but Chris Boyd set him up with a header.
Yeah, it's a great header. He struggles to get it under control, but the main thing for Nacho Novo, for Rangers, ends up the back of the net.
Rangers' last home European defeat, December 2004, came against Auxerre as Colotti comes forward. Opili comes in. But the shot, there was two men almost got the touch of it. Masudi, number 10, Colotti, number 9. The driven ball across, and nobody got a touch.
I think it's good cover at the back post by Alan Hutton. Buckley cuts in here, just drives it across the goal. There's half a chance.
That's almost better than half a chance. See, nobody got a touch. Nobody got a touch played in 1994 in Norway. So there's question marks over him. But the reserve goalkeeper proved to be unreliable at the weekend. Underway at the start of the second half. Rangers are 45 minutes away from the second win in this Group A match. Dado Prusho lays the ball through, no change on either side as Ferguson lays it back through to Prusho. Prusho goes down, the referee says penalty. He made a beeline to the spot immediately, there was no doubt in his mind, and Dado Prusho has won a penalty for Rangers.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind, Barry Ferguson's just on the pitch just to try it out to see if he's okay. Gavin Reid did a real warm-up, but I tell you what, even if he has to come off now, what a pass. I think it's a soft penalty.
I don't think it's a penalty, full stop.
Yeah, well, I think he gets a little bit of the ball there. Actually, it's a great tackle, it's not a penalty.
Well, the referee called it wrong. It's difficult from the angle he was at. Dado Prusho went down, but that's the danger when you go across the man in the penalty box.
It's the danger when you go to ground.
Chris Boyd scored from the penalty spot against Livorno for his first European goal. He tucked that away with confidence. Can he do the same against the Israeli international goalkeeper? 8 years international experience. He's up against Chris Boyd. He's got a great goal-scoring record for the dark blue and the light blue. And the goal-scoring does not continue. Well, they sometimes say unjust penalties are saved, and that may well have been the case.
Well, I think it's just that he saved it, but it's a huge blow to Rangers not to go 2-0 up so early in the second half. Good save as well, but not a great penalty for Chris Boyd.
Well, Barry Ferguson goes to ground. Catalan just having a little go there, perhaps just having a little knock again at Barry Ferguson. But an outstanding save from the goalkeeper.
It is a take, and it's hitting really firmly by Chris Boyd. Davidovic, I tell you what, it wasn't anywhere near the corner, though. It's about 2 yards from the post.
The ball away. The flick almost worked, but there is an opportunity to play it back. Stephen Smith onto Barry Ferguson. Ferguson sets up! How unlucky was Barry Ferguson? It took a deflection on the way. Rangers have a corner, but this was almost 2-0.
Oh, great play from Rangers. Barry Ferguson involved all the way. Slide back. I tell you what, did the goalie get a slight touch? It's certainly a little deflection on the way through. Nachanova screaming for it there, but he's right to have a shot. Just outside it.
Well, there are real problems here. This idiot is trying to chain himself to the goal, and it's really just the unsavoury side of football. Some nutter gets into the stadium and tries to make a statement what he thinks is behind it, but Rangers could find themselves into trouble for this, and really there's not a lot they could do.
No, there certainly isn't. I mean, if he's certainly not doing the Palestinian cause any good by chaining himself to foot. Well, that's the thing, Paul. It breaks the whole rhythm of the game, and you've got to think Rangers players, they should get a ball on now, have a couple of touches and keep themselves going.
Well, he gets what he deserves. No matter your beliefs, there's a man that goes off. Ball gets played out wide. Rangers trying to capitalise. Barry Ferguson coming through the middle. Shibo, not the quickest man to turn. Ferguson. Shibo had made the run. Buffel had made an intelligent ball. The header! Charlie Adam had come forward too. Buffel had gone wide on the left. Charlie Adam made the little run inside.
Again, Barry Ferguson, fantastic vision. I think Charlie Adam just saw the goalie out the corner of his eye, and that's maybe just put him off, because if he doesn't, I think he's got to score. He's got to keep that down. But again, it's Charlie Adam.
Yannick Keita, number 40 league goals. Maccabi Haifa, but Stephen Smith's done well with Iceland.
Yeah, what a ball, he's terrific.
Corner in, Hembani away. Rangers can chase now. It's 3-on-3. It's now the pace of Thomas Buffel. Buffel goes past his man. Ferguson's made the run. Barry Ferguson for Rangers stumbles down. Penalty kick. Barry Ferguson was going through. He's in a heap. Javier takes him down. And the card colour is yellow.
You've got to say, is this one of Barry Phillips's greatest ever performances, because he has been magnificent. He's conducted the whole game. I'm not so sure it's a penalty. It's more a penalty than the first one, that's for sure.
Well, there's a fight for the ball. Charlie Adam wants it, Nacionova wants it. This is the challenge. He just got the little touch ahead. There was a man behind him.
It was him that played the inch-perfect pass to Thomas Buffel. Carried on running. You're talking, what, 2 minutes to go?
Rangers can wrap it up. Charlie Adam, absolutely no doubt about it, from the second it left his boot. Charlie Adam secures the win for Rangers from the spots. It's Rangers 2, Maccabi Haifa 0.
As is often the case, just as about as a player to be substituted, he gets to score a goal. That's a fine penalty, the opposite of the first one.
It's the last kick of the match for Charlie Adam. He fought with Nacionova for the ball. He fought and won. It proved to be a wise decision. And the goal scorer leaves the field of play to greater. Nacionova takes the applause, and quite rightly too.
Yeah, Nacionova was superb. I genuinely think that was a Barry Ferguson masterclass. He hardly gave the ball away. I love it when you see him getting into the forward areas. They did that tonight.
For Rangers, 6 win in the last 14 European matches. They've been drawing many. Tonight at 1-0, and then they missed the penalty. You wondered if Maccabi Haifa would come back, but it wasn't to be. And the penalty from Charlie Adam with a minute from time, just as he was about to be taken off. Well, that really rounded it off for Rangers tonight. It was a good performance. The fans round Ibrox certainly appreciated the way it was played. And Rangers did exceptionally well tonight. The goals from Nacionova and Charlie Adam. Rangers finished. Rangers 2, Maccabi Haifa 0.
Rangers, 2 matches played, 2 wins now. Top of the table with 6 points, Maccabi on 3. And after Partizan and Livorno drew tonight, they're both on 1 point, with Livorno, of course, having played twice. Auxerre, their turn to miss out tonight. So that's a... Half of the old firm has already prolonged their European adventure. Can the other now do the same? Tonight it's Rangers' turn to try to qualify for the next stage, and a place in the last 32 of the UEFA Cup awaits if they can take a point in France. We're live in the Stade Abbé Deschamps for Auxerre against Rangers.
Great shot, great goal, Charlie Adam. Penalty kick. What a night so far in Livorno for Rangers. What a terrific strike from Nacionova. What a night Rangers are having. He did it in Italy. He does it at Ibrox. Barry Ferguson for Rangers stumbles down. Penalty kick. Charlie Adam, absolutely no doubt about it, from the second it left his boot. Charlie Adam secures the win for Rangers. Good evening, everybody. After the visits to Hearts on Sunday, Rangers make another trip to a club with problems. Europe attained only via the Intertoto route.
Novo dropping back in and Charlie then playing a little wider. Clement vital, and it lets Barry Ferguson get forward.
A league winner here in France with Monaco. Interesting to see how well he slots in the left full-back position. Here's Barry Ferguson. Strong ball forward. Boyd took a gamble, but Cool came out.
Magnificent pass. Absolutely different class.
Now the long ball goes through. Yella has the control. Does he have the finish? Yes, he does! Auxerre take the lead. Rangers concede. 31 minutes have been played. And it's the Polish internationalist who gives Auxerre something to smile about. It's Auxerre 1, Rangers 0.
Well, he's been a danger man, hasn't he, for Auxerre Yellen. But again, I said a minute ago, Rangers play a very open game just now, and it's just one long ball through the middle. Centre-backs didn't deal with it, and it's a decent finish from Yellen. But you must say it's poor defending. You should not at this level get beat from a 60-yard punt through the middle of your defence.
It's his 4th goal in his last 4 European matches. The tip of the toe enough to set him up, and the finish absolutely perfect past Alan McGregor. And for the
just played that out for a throw-in straight away rather than try to play.
So a corner kick from that far side. We have played an hour here in the stadium at Abbey Deschamps. Rangers trailing by 1-0, looking for a point to see them through to the group stages. Header comes across, Kaboul bangs the bar, the second shot came in. Rangers, Akale comes, tries to weave his magic, still holding on. Akale sends it in, Rangers get the initial clearance. Rangers could have been 2 down. Rodriguez has to pull the ball away. Sanya comes in, but again from the set play, Rangers are caused problems.
I mean, where's the marking? I mean, Svensson's close to him, he's in the total wrong side of the ball there. That's a good head and a good leap by Kaboul, but poor again from Rangers defensively.
So Rangers survive for now. Charlie Adam scored against Livorno, Maccabi Haifa. Ferguson, who's got the goal against Molde. Rangers will settle for anybody right now. Charlie Adam on the left foot again. Pusha works it through, going in. Nacho Novo onside! And Nacho Novo's fine run of striking continues. It's his 10th European goal, his 6th for Rangers. And Rangers are level. They've got the point they needed if they hold on now. They wanted to get back level. They've done precisely that.
Well, they've always looked capable of scoring. Barry Ferguson again, terrific ball into feet. Charlie Adam looks as if he's going to hit there, little 1-2. I thought for a minute Novo might have been offside. Tucks it in the net, great. Nacho Novo again, popping up with a vital goal. But a well-worked goal there.
Interest, they've withdrawn a midfield player and thrown on a forward.
Well, I think they're just going to go 4-4-2, but when they attack it with 4-2-4, both wide players pushing right on.
Got goals against Dinamo Zagreb and Maccabi Haifa. He's looking to add to them, and he's on the ball now. On to Pironi, Belgium internationalist, wide to Yellen. The pole. Swings the ball out, what a start! Daniel Nicolai, former Rapid Bucharest player, scores in rapid time. What a header, what an impact, what a substitution, and what a problem for Rangers.
Well, Rangers didn't stop the cross well enough there. Rodriguez out in the wide area, didn't defend well. Great run across the defender though by Nicolai, and a good finish. Al McGregor, no chance, gets a hand on it, but no chance.
What an impact he's made. It's his 3rd goal in Europe this season. It's 11th goal in European competition in total.
He got a clever effort as well. I mean, he recognised that McGregor was out of his goal and took the early shot, just didn't execute it well enough.
Pironi top scored in Belgium a couple of seasons ago. It's got him the move to Auxerre. Daniel Nicolai's goal. Here's the difference, and that's put the pressure back on Paul Le Guen. He was linked actually to Rangers in the summer, Daniel Nicolai. Quite a lot of players were. They are quite content now just to leave Pironi up front. Rangers trying to find a way past them. Again, you can hear the Rangers bench screaming on the instructions. Here's Hutton. Trying to find Boyd. Goes over, breaks back to him! And it's a touch of good fortune for Rangers. And Chris Boyd scores for the 2nd time in European competition. And Chris Boyd puts Rangers level.
Well, that's why he's left on the pitch, because you know what? It's a great cross by Alan Hutton, and it's good movement. Chris Boyd peels off his man. He actually should have, I thought he should have got the header there. Gets the break of the ball and he finishes, and that's why he's in there, that's why he's in the team, that's why his goal scoring record is so phenomenal.
Carisanya is the man that the ball came off, and the fullback who made a great challenge about 10 minutes ago could do little as the ball squirted away and a little bit longer.
You know, they've rode their luck at times, but you know what, I mean, the midfield three of Rangers have been a joy to watch at times. Here's a goal again, see Mr. Le Guen there. He likes Chris Boyd now.
The blue of Rangers. Barry Ferguson, just try and get on the end of that if he can, or knock it away for just the throw. Doesn't have the Scottish internationalist right beside him, Caliban. Eventually he has to cede the throw.
I don't know where he gets his energy from. You know, that's another 60-yard run, minute into injury time.
Rangers seconds away. A point is enough for them. Boyd tried to go in there. Shiva wanted to win all 3 points, knocked her off the backside of Chris Boyd, and it's all over here in the Stadium Abbey Deschamps, and Rangers twice come from behind. They were the first team to go beyond the group stages of the Champions League. They're now the first to go beyond the group stages of the UEFA Cup. A memorable night for Rangers in France. It finished Auxerre 2, Rangers 2.
All the hard work has been done, and Rangers have already booked their place in the last 32 of the UEFA Cup, but they could make things a little easier for themselves with a point in their final group match. The Serbians are about to go on their winter break, desperate for some sort of form. Will it happen tonight? Coming up live on BBC One Scotland, Rangers against Partizan Belgrade.
Sensational strike. What a night Rangers are having. Nachanovo. How unlucky was Paddy Ferguson. The penalty kick. Charlie Adams secures the win for Rangers. The building, doesn't he? 2 feet up.
Yeah, he certainly dives in. I think his feet were on the top, but it's a definite foul.
Referee quite sensible, realising it was just not aimed to hurt someone, just to win the ball. Played across, Ray making the run. Gavin Ray going in. Oh, unlucky from Gavin Ray. He has scored in Europe before for Dundee. They're almost for Rangers. Buffo. It's the ball across, waiting for it there. It's not Gavin Ray's night at the moment. Shivo trying to climb all over the defenders. Smith gets back. Good tracking back from the left full-back. Arankovic had made a good run. Here's Buffo. Sends it for Nacho Noble. Goalkeeper comes out. Easily gathers the ball. The 20-year-old Cypriot.
But this is Gavin Ray back to his best in his Dundee days, when he's one of the top midfield players in the country, getting forward. He takes it early. It's a lovely little ball again by Nachanova. Takes it early out of his feet. Just drags it onto the post. Good effort.
Former under-21 Serbian international player. Not yet made it to the full level. From Danny to Ray. Again, a decent ball through. Buffo was looking for it, but it was poor work behind him. Novo, Shivo peels away. Shivo goes first time. Asfagidis made the save, thrown in a second time. Again, the goalkeeper makes the stop, and he'll get it the third time.
Well, I think he's really unlucky there, Paul. As you can see, you know, was he maybe offside there? I don't know, but does really well awareness-wise to take it in his chest there. And the second one strikes it beautifully at the near post. It's a great save. Lovely first touch in the chest there. Good stop, comes back to and strikes it really well. And usually these gone at the near post. That's a good stop.
Instruction coming on from Paul Le Guen.
And I think it's kind of what I said, that, you know, that he wants 4 back, definitely. He doesn't want 3v3 at the back.
Oh, plays it in, the diving header! And Alan Hutton scores for Rangers! Alan Hutton celebrates his first European goal, and it's one he'll remember for a long time, a sweet diving header.
Well, just as Paul Le Guen ushers more bodies back, Rangers come up with the opening goal. Excellent ball into the box, and it's a great header right in the top corner. That's it over. Second good cross tonight, hit one in earlier. He's got a lot to do there though, Alan Hutton, but there's a lot of pace in the ball, but it's a fantastic header.
So Rangers 10 minutes into the second half take the lead. Nicholas Aspergenis could do very little about the diving header from Alan Hutton. That's a very special goal for the Rangers fullback.
That's a magnificent goal, you know, because the free kick.
Thanks, Dougie. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Israel's second city. We're in the suburb of Jaffa in the stadium shared by both Hapoel and Maccabi Tel Aviv. Neither team with the same manager that they started the season with. Both changes taking place after Paul Le Guen and Istak Shumat guided their sides through the UEFA Cup group stages and on to the last 32. But it's new men in place tonight. For Hapoel Tel Aviv, a 1-1 draw away from home on Saturday. Their new man is Nur Levine. He makes 3 changes from the last European side. Out go Vermouth, Abutbul and Paez, who's suspended. In come the wonderfully named Wellington, Dego and Douani.
Yeah, looks like a cautious 4-5-1, although look out for number 7, Baruch Dego, supporting the lone frontman Ogbuna.
Well, Chris Boyd was the hat-trick hero for Rangers at the weekend. He's got some help tonight. Nacho Novo playing up with him. No Thompson or Ekior got injured. Charlie Adam onto the bench. In come Gavin Ray, Nacho Novo and Carl Svensson.
Yeah, Rangers have been positive. Looks like an orthodox 4-4-2. Gavin Ray just slotting in at wide left. Although look out for Burke and Ray switching flanks.
Well, it's David Weir will be there for Rangers. Really wasted David Weir onto Ian Murray, starting Europe for the first time this season. For so long with illness. Ferguson to Burke. Burke got very little help. He'll have to take on the fullback. Does so brilliantly. Crossover, Nacho over with a header. Billy Mellick scrambling across goal, but that was all about the wing play of Chris Burke.
Well, you saw in an instant there why Chris Burke's been told to stay wide. Ball possibly out there. Brings it back. Decent ball into the box with his poorer foot. Tell you what, not far away. Good header by Nacho, and just arrived at the box just at the right time there. I think at times Ian Murray just should stay behind Chris Burke rather than trying to go in the overlap.
So Chris Burke stands to wait to deliver. Rangers making the late runs. David Weir. Well, David Weir, only his 4th appearance for Rangers, was a clear danger there.
I think for David standards, that's a decent chance. He's got in between the 2 Hapoel defenders. It's a really clean header there. I think he's got to get that on target.
Timmy just easily gave it away. Douani, who's performed well against Boyd. Wellington. Plenty of options in front of Bonnier, tries to return it to him. I think he's going to get the free kick for that. David Weir that time, the sinner. And Bonner went down.
Well, I think David Weir got the ball there, but the referee probably classified that as a little tackle from the back, and that's why he's given it. At half-time, you don't want to give Hapoel a lift. You're just about to say that, Paul.
Well, the fans are bouncing up and down for the fact they've got a free kick 30 yards from goal. Wonder what happens when they actually get a real chance.
Says it all.
Aberkasis lines up. Our president in Europe that hasn't scored this season. Madeira is a danger. He's got a couple of goals also ever present. Baruch Dego. So it's a fairly decent shot on him too. Sensational goal! Salim Touema, who played against Celtic, scores against Rangers with the most delightful free kick. Alan McGregor beaten all ends up.
It is, and you know what? You just cannot blame the goalie there. Touema's just hit an absolutely magnificent free kick, and you know we're saying Rangers look so superior in every department. Free kick 30 yards from goal. Touema sticks it right in the top corner. McGregor, could Alan maybe have moved his feet a little quicker? I don't think, maybe I'm being harsh. I think that's just a magnificent free kick right in the top corner. Great goal.
Well, they've done very little of the match so far, Hapoel Tel Aviv. But the delivery of the free kick, sumptuous. Alan McGregor sinks to his knees as the ball goes past him. He knew that was first class.
Great goal. Now looking down at the pitch now, the Rangers players look shocked. So in control of the game, they find themselves 1-0 down home at half-time.
First class into the post. Hapoel Tel Aviv with a fine home record. Lost only 2 of the last 15 played on this ground. They lost against Auxerre. That was in Holland. It was their home leg. Burke delivers. Just breaks off of Boyd. Just slid away out of play by Bondar once more. Just had a couple of spells of pressure in the first half, but couldn't make anything tell. Danny immediately closed out. Nice pass through. Novo hit it past Barry Ferguson. He was yelling for the ball. Gavin Ray. Ferguson. Novo returns it to his captain. Duani went in on the challenge. The low shot came in from Chris Boyd, but the free kick awarded for the challenge. The referee was there immediately.
It was a free kick. It'd be interesting if Chris Boyd had burst the net with that one, what was going to happen. But it is a free kick. Good positive play by Barry Ferguson. And he's taken out of the game there.
Decent snapshot from Chris Boyd. We've seen one great free kick at this end. The Rangers have it.
Well, it's certainly a promising position, no doubt about that. Probably better suited to a left foot from here. Barry Ferguson might try and reverse it round the wall.
The referee making it clear the Rangers can't take this one quickly. The wall back to traditional 6 yards. So the referee having his work cut out down there. Barry Ferguson over the ball.
I think the wall's so close you might have to move the ball because that wall's 8 yards, 7-8 yards away.
I thought the famous wall was in Jerusalem, not in Tel Aviv. I'll tell you what, the wail if Barry Ferguson thumps this one too close. Ferguson. Barry Ferguson takes a deflection and Nacho Novo scores! It certainly wasn't pretty, but Nacho Novo knows he gets his 4th European goal of the campaign. Compare the 2 free kicks, well
they're both
one was
goals.
Brilliant, one wasn't.
But the funny thing was that I think Nacho Novo thinks that's going in. He's actually sailed away to celebrate and it comes back to him when he gets the shock of his life, but manages then to put it in.
Well, the Rangers fans can celebrate. It certainly took a wicked deflection.
He just tries to find the bottom corner there. He's celebrating there, Nacho Novo, and it comes back to him and he ends up sticking it in with his knee, I think, but he's ready to run to the crowd there. One each. There you go. Oh, and sticks it in.
Well, Diego had the man, the deflection came off. And that's probably one of the best goals that Nacho Novo's ever scored with his right knee.
Well, like a good striker, got to be following in. Certain McCoy on the bench would have been there to put that in just as easy.
Well, it's traditional to celebrate once the ball has actually gone in. And Ali McCoy. Delaney against Boyd has been a feature of this match. And Delaney's won an awful lot of ball in the air. De Bruno. Argentinian not brought much to the game so far. Abukas tries to play it across. Diego infield to De Bruno. Barda's made a terrific run, good control. The cut infield, pulled it across. Diego scores. It was a lovely pass through. Great control by Barda. And for the first time in the match, Hapoel Tel Aviv create a move, and they paid Rangers pay.
Well, again, I said it a minute earlier about, full-backs ball watching, and it's happened again there. Ian Murray's watching the ball, gets caught inside. Look at that, watching the ball. He's got no idea where his man is. They get a wee bit of fortune here. That's not a cross, that's a pass, and they stuck into it well. But Walter Smith will not be happy with the displays of the full-backs tonight. You cannot ball watch at this level and expect to get away with it. And it's a bit lucky with it. It's maybe a shot there and it was a cross. But Diego stuck in well.
He moves into double figures for his European campaigns. And his 10th goal has seen Rangers fall behind. Rangers looking for a record 13 matches without defeat in Europe. They've got 13 and a half minutes to come from behind once more. It's
Welcome to another big night of European football at Ibrox as Rangers look to overturn a 2-1 deficit to qualify for the last 16 of the UEFA Cup. We're just minutes away from kick-off time. It's Rangers against Hapoel Tel Aviv of Israel.
Of a very partisan crowd, really need to have a go. Really get at Hapoel and put them under pressure and find out if they can defend, never mind Rangers defending.
Yeah, and of course the crowd support, it's a double-edged sword in a way, Craig, isn't it? Because of course it's terrific to have their backing, but the crowd get impatient maybe, and that doesn't help the team, doesn't it?
That's why I think the Rangers have to start very well. I mean, as a player and you're going there, or as a manager of another team going to Ibrox, you want to try and kill the tempo and get the crowd on their backs early. But Rangers can't afford to help Hapoel do that. They must get at them as early as possible, in their faces, make tackles, even that type of thing can get the supporters up.
Yeah. And of course, as we all know, Billy, such an important match for the club because they want to progress in Europe, they want to make the last 16. Osasuna or Bordeaux, again you think, well, Rangers on their game. Certainly good last 8, haven't they?
And a one-off tie, Rangers certainly get chances against anybody, but they know Craig's right. They can't let Hapoel come here and kill this game, take the tempo right out it. They don't fancy it if Rangers are pressurising them right in their face, and that's what they've got to do from the first whistle of the night, but also keep it tight at the back.
Yeah. Wee bit of needle in the match, maybe, Craig, with Hapoel complaining about Barry Ferguson there and trying to get him banned from the game. To me, that suggests that they're worried about.
Yeah, they are, but I was interested to see that Levin, the coach at Hapoel, wasn't prepared to be bullied by Walter, you know, his experience and such like, and he stood up for his team. And maybe that's the kind of confidence that he's trying to instill within his players. But believe me, you go to Ibrox and Rangers start well and the crowd get behind them, they'll have to be very, very confident to handle that.
Oh, well, let's hope for the best for Rangers tonight against Hapoel Tel Aviv as they try to qualify for the last 16 of the UEFA Cup. Let's get out to Ibrox as the teams leave the tunnel. Our commentary team, Ian McCall, and firstly, Paul Mitchell.
Good evening, Dougie. Welcome everybody to Ibrox, and Rangers became the first Scottish side to lose to an Israeli side in European competition when they lost last week. They have to ensure tonight that Scotland's record of 3 wins in 3 matches at home against sides from Israel continues, or the road to Hampden will stop short. The Saltire and the Union flag all round Ibrox this evening, making for a wonderful sight. Great anticipation around Ibrox. Rangers beat Falkirk on Sunday, but gave Walter Smith additional injury worries. The good news is Barry Ferguson is fit and can play. One change from the first leg. Carl Svensson failed a fitness test. Kevin Thompson comes in.
Yeah, losing to 4-2-3-1, Hamdani slipping in at centre-back. Big night for Chris Boyd, who came in for quite a lot of criticism in Tel Aviv. No doubt I want to answer that in the best way possible by putting the ball in the net.
A first win for new coach Noor Levine was followed up by domestic success at the weekend. A 1-0 home win against MS Ashdod. Abukasis and Barda were rested for that game, but it's an unchanged 11 from the side that took the field at the Bloomfield Stadium last week.
Yeah, that's a 4-5-1, but you know they can be attacking. Barda, Diego and Choema, who scored that wonderful free kick. Tel Aviv can all get forward and support Ogbonna, the lone striker.
Well, the substitutes this evening will be important. Daniel Crucial, the big name for Rangers, on the bench. Well, the atmosphere around Ibrox is absolutely superb this evening. They're certainly hoping to put the pressure on the men from Hapoel Tel Aviv. 13,500 the crowd last week, just an additional 30,000 this week.
Well, you know, a little bit of needle in the media this week. Barry Ferguson's winning a little bit of criticism. I don't think it was much over there, to be honest, a little flick of the wrist, but yeah, it was good delivery from Barry Ferguson right into the danger area. David Weir, Chris Boyd round the back there, early corner.
So Chris Burke, who's already drawn a yellow card from Ramdoani. Can he deliver now for Chris Boyd? Rangers looking for the early goal. Burke in, little back flick header, just tipped off the bar. Billy Mellick had scrambled back. Well, what an early start for Rangers.
That started sensational. I don't know about well. I mean, not naturally over. I thought could have went inside there. Well, this is the previous one. I think it is a cross. He's not trying to score there. Just didn't manage to cut it back enough.
Also a terrific header. You're right, it was Alan Hutton, and then the deflection from Barda.
Yeah, it was a deflection off Bard. I think Alan Hutton's just meant to help it on. Okay.
Ian Money, ever present since he came back into the side. Stephen Smith, the man he replaced. And just getting left back as one dropped out. Kevin Thompson wearing 5 on his back this evening. Number 8 was Jeremy Clement's number in Europe. As Ferguson moves it forward, beautifully done. Took it down on the chest and turned, and Barry Ferguson, he really does shoot well. 3 European goals, was nearly 4.
Well, that's why he's in the advanced position. I mean, what made it was his first touch. Nice little knockdown by Chris Boyd. Just a snapshot of his left foot, actually well.
Rangers on the defensive now. Barda, laid it across Akwana. It could be a chance to Emma, moves in, that's a delicate little chip. He knew if he'd hit it flat, the goalkeeper would have had it, but Tuema chips it over the bar.
Well, again, you see that getting bodies forward. It's great defending near post again. I tell you, just hit that hard and low to him.
There's some game on this evening. Rangers moving forward. Noel is onside. Boyd comes this side. Perhaps should have drifted to the far post, not the near post, and Duani just dumps the ball in the crowd.
Just started really well, but Hapoel had a couple of half-decent chances. There's no doubt about that.
Alan McGregor, 7th European start of the season. Launch forward, Mondar, and as far as Kevin Thompson brought it down well. Witnesses was claiming for handball, but onto Noble. Noble flicks the ball over Barry Ferguson! What a finish! No wonder the big smiles on his face. Barry Ferguson rams the ball home, and Rangers have the lead.
Well, I think Barry Ferguson's groin's okay, because I tell you what a finish. But it's great play. The 2 white men found themselves on the one side there. Lovely run in behind from Nacho Novo, and Chris Buck fed it well. Terrific finish.
His 2nd European goal of the season, scored in at Ibrox against Molde. Nacho Novo judged it perfectly, and it's the advantage of the man coming in late.
Exactly. I mean, the most dangerous ball in football is a cut back, Nacho Novo, and all Barry Ferguson has to do is steer it, because all the pace is on the ball. Terrific goal by an outstanding player.
The outstretched legs of Walid Badir, not enough to prevent the ball. Way back down, he's been back to the stand. He's seen something else that he wants to discuss with the backroom boys. Skill from Tuema, but he runs out of options. Ferguson will lose out that time. And Tebi, Duani was under pressure, he's given it away. Rangers have 5 men forward. Here's Nacho Novo. Hutton on the overlap, he's yelling at Novo to say he's there. Novo thought about playing him in, had to stay on side. Novo once more. He'll play on, it was just a little touch of the boots, nothing more. Lukasis. Now giving it away. Chris Boyd steps in. Careless in the back from Hapoel Tel Aviv, and Rangers make them pay. A lot of the talk before the match was about Chris Boyd. Well, he was a predator there, and the predator takes a bite out of Hapoel.
Well, it's been coming, haven't it? How many errors of the Hapoel players? I mean, maybe it was handball, I'm not too sure. You'll see it here. But Lucas, he's just, he's so slack anyway, and he got what he deserved. I mean, he hammers it right at Chris Boyd. Probably hits his elbow, does it? But you know what? Chris Boyd's not going to stand in ceremony. Yeah, actually hits his hand.
Well, it hits his hand. It's played hard against him. He continued, Duani continued, but Chris Boyd plants it in the net.
Well, he couldn't get his arm out of the way. It was handball. You wonder if that was in the middle of the pitch, it'd probably been given. But Chris Boyd's not going to stand in ceremony. He's going to...
Oh, there's the complaints of Ukasis. He was the man left with a red face. He drove the ball against Chris Boyd. The referee deciding it was not handball, but it was Barry Ferguson set up by Nacho Novo. They got things moving for Rangers this evening. Thompson picked out Burt. It was an intelligent run from Nacho Novo. And Novo neatly across, and Barry Ferguson just transferring the power. The captain sending Rangers ahead. It was to get better. Abukasis right on the edge of his own box. Quite what he was thinking, nobody knows. Chris Boyd didn't care. dispatched the ball into the back of the net. It's been a good 45 minutes for Rangers. Half-time, Rangers 2, Hapoel Tel Aviv 0.
Situation which we wanted. Chris Burke has been outstanding for Rangers. He and Nacho Nova combining to set up the opening goal for Barry Ferguson. That was the breakthrough Rangers looked for, and then a horrendous defensive mistake by Abu Cassis. And Chris Boyle, although there was certainly a bit of arm ball in there, takes it well, and 2-0.
The season, he's really been tracking back. Murray has Barda behind him. Barda inadvertently gets the ball onto Burke. Burke inside Bondar. Lucas is coming behind him. Chris Burke still going. He's going to unleash it. We could see it all the way. Chris Burke coming forward, and Ali Merrick makes the save.
What it was a great movement as well. You see Ian Murray going on the left side. Chris Boyd stayed away to allow the channel there, and it's really positive play with Chris Burke again. And a good strike. The goalie's going to save that though there. That's a comfortable save. So, you know, UEFA rules state that that is a foul. Should have been given.
46,213 inside Ibrox this evening. And the contingent that have made their way from Tel Aviv were noisy before the game. And pretty much silence now. Could be silence for good here. Dado Pusha moving forward. Barry Ferguson! Rangers go through to the last 16 of the UEFA Cup. And Barry Ferguson nets for the second time in the match. The first time he scored twice in a European game for Rangers.
Again, Hapoel cut their own throats. I mean, it's crazy defending there. What I will say is it's a great challenge by Alan Hutton to win the ball, and then Barry Ferguson does well. He cleverly hands out so the ball can be played back when he's not offside. But here you are, it's a poor pass up. Alan Hutton does really well to intercept it. Gary Purser sees him straight away, and he's in line there, so he's never offside. Comfortable finish for Barry Ferguson. He deserves it. Chris Burke and him have been outstanding tonight.
Well, he knew that the goalkeeper was coming, but he just moved the foot sweetly. He'll take the goalkeeper crashing him to the ground, but it's all gone sour here at Ibrox. There's a clash. De Bruno is the man who's gone down. Himdani's in trouble. The assistant on the near side has said that Alan McGregor is in a bit of bother. Well, Hapoel Tel Aviv, and we've got a decision now for the referee. And the referee just saying, hold on, he's going to come to this near side. It's Luca Maggiani. The Italian assistant, Brahim Hindani, is leading the charge for Rangers. Well, it'd been niggling the first leg. It hadn't really boiled over, just till the restart. And Alan McGregor is the man who's wandering off the field of play. And Alan McGregor has been sent off. Well, Alan McGregor looks desperately unhappy, but he did come out his goal. Stefan Klos is the man who's on the bench. He's not been warming up. So Stefan Klos will get the gloves on. And this is why. Well, Alan McGregor just on the far side. Well, it's getting nasty down below as well.
Well, Walter Smith is going out. I tell you what, I've rarely seen Walter Smith like that. He's going off his head.
Well, Walter Smith coming across. He's now speaking to Barry Ferguson. Jimmy Bell down below just speaking to Stefan Klos. Well, Walter Smith cannot believe what has happened here. He's going to have to reshuffle. His goalkeeper is ordered off. Rangers will have to make a change. Stefan Klos continues to warm up. Of course, the paperwork takes a while to get done. But Alan McGregor out of his goal. The foul on Luciano De Bruno. And that's been enough to earn him a red card.
Well, we're busy discussing the third goal. We think that's it all over. I didn't quite see what happened, but you know, it's got Walter Smith very hot under the collar, and the rest of the Rangers players as well. And you know, we'll see tomorrow what happened, but certainly we didn't get a clear view of it there.
Well, Nacho Nova is the man who will come off. He's right on the far side, and he will come all the way across. He'll get a real ovation. Well, Nacho Nova is off.
Another worrying thing as well is Stefan Klos, because that was so out of the blue, he can't have had a decent warm-up.
Well, Stefan Klos, who played 3 games last season, last appeared against Dunfermline on the 25th of March 2005. Well, it's been a rare sight to see Stefan Klos in goal for Rangers.
And I think Rangers are going 4-4-1 now. You say Barry Ferguson saying to Gavin Ray and Chris Burke.
It just meant an extra few seconds perhaps for Rangers to survive, but Hapoel Tel Aviv should have put more pressure on Stefan Klos. Crucial. On to Adam. Adam moving right through the middle. Charlie Adam sends it out wide. Hutton cuts in. Charlie Adam! Charlie Adam scores and wraps it up for Rangers. Delight for Rangers as you join us on BBC Two. Charlie Adam wraps in Rangers' fourth goal. It really was delightful. It was a lovely move. Charlie Adam knocking it across. Remember to join us now on BBC Two for all the reaction and celebration. Charlie Adam smiles. It's the closing shots on BBC One this evening. Join us on BBC Two.
The drama unfolds in the distance, and these are the only pictures. But this is the incident which saw Alan McGregor red-carded, sent off in controversial circumstances after clashing with Luciano De Bruno. After examining this very footage, the club has decided they will not make an appeal.
I'm not quite sure what happened. I mean, Alan himself said that they didn't touch the lad, and he went down there. I just, for the life of me, I can't understand why Alan would take any kind of action against him. If we'd lost the goal, it's fair enough, but when you're in a winning position, there's no way that he's going to do it.
Coming up, another night of top-class European football. We're at Ibrox as Rangers chase a place in the quarter-finals of the UEFA Cup, one step closer to a Hampden final. Osasuna are the opposition, the last Spanish team Rangers beat, and that was almost 22 years ago. We're just minutes away from kick-off time. The teams, as you can see, are in the tunnel. We hear the wise words of Gordon Smith and Billy Dodds at half-time. Let's get ourselves straight to a very wet Ibrox, into our commentary team Ian McCall, and firstly Paul Mitchell.
Thanks, Nicky. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Ibrox Stadium in Glasgow, where it's the turn of the blue flags to be fluttering around Ibrox to welcome the teams. Ibrox has undergone a transformation in the 20 years since Osasuna made their European debut here, and like then, they'll be assured of a warm welcome and a noisy atmosphere. The blue flags given out by the Mungo Foundation, the Talbot Association and Turning Point, all homeless organisations, their volunteers giving the flags out round Ibrox, and it makes for a wonderful sight on a good night here inside Ibrox. Plenty of support come over from Spain for this one. Osasuna against Rangers. Osasuna have competed in Europe just 4 times since their debut season, while Rangers have been an ever-present in European competition since then. While a potentially tricky trip to Easter Road for Rangers was negotiated with more ease than expected, Charlie Adam in the limelight, Simon Brown under the spotlight. One change for Rangers, it's in the goalkeeping position. Alan McGregor suspended, in comes Stefan Klos.
Yeah, it's just as we thought. It looks like a 4-5-1, but you expect if Rangers are doing well to Buck to push way up and Adam to push way up, and Barry Fair's to be almost the second striker at times.
Well, for Osasuna, delighted with their progress in European competition, but they're in danger domestically of getting dragged into a relegation battle. They've been hit hard with injury. No Salado or Milicevic. The influential Puniol is also suspended. 8 changes from the side that started at home against Bordeaux.
Yeah, a lot of change in Osasuna. They'll obviously want to keep it tight early on, but expect 22 Munoz, the captain, and 6 Garcia to get forward to support the speed merchant, number 15, Weibo.
Well, there's strong benches for both sides. There's at least 5 of the players from Osasuna that I suspected would start tonight, but they've gone much more conservatively than we were expecting. Well, Stefan Klos has not started a European match for Rangers since he wore the gloves against Auxerre. That was back in December 2004. He'll hope for better luck. Rangers lost by 2-0. But it's a big night for the captain of Rangers, Paddy Ferguson, equalling John Grant's record of 64 European appearances. His first was in Ireland against Sherborne. Rangers trailed 3-0 before coming back to win 5-3. That was an eventful night. Will it be eventful too for Walter Smith and for Rangers in the last 16 of the UEFA Cup. And the referee had said hold on and already awarded the free kick.
I wouldn't have said Munoz threw a punch there, but he certainly threw his arm out.
Just getting the arm up there, Kevin Thompson reacting. Lopez deep into the box. Good header and off the fingers. Stefan Klaus.
Well, again, it's good delivery, but it's swerving out the way there. It's a free header there. I think it's Alan Hutton has lost his man there.
Well, John Gregg, who's reckoned Barry Ferguson is equalling tonight. I think John Gregg would have fancied a little tackle in on that.
Oh, John Gregg would have put one in, that's for sure.
Mdani, ever present in Europe for Rangers, loses out to Nakanam. Nakanam was the man who scored against Bordeaux. Ending almost 209 minutes of, well, boredom, to be honest. I watched some of it. Away ball. Well, it's going to be a free kick. Charlie Adam just going in on the full back. And Charlie Adam will be spoken to. He's not one of the Rangers players at risk of missing the second leg in terms of individual yellow cards.
It was a rash challenge, wasn't it? There's no reason to dive in there. Yeah, just put him under pressure. I think he has caught yeah, I mean, it is a foul. Silly challenge.
Wanlo plays the ball in. Good little deflected header! And Raul Garcia gives Osasuna that vital away goal. It's Rangers' first goal they've lost in Europe at home this season. 376 minutes they kept out the opposition. Raul Garcia makes it 1-0.
Well, that's a good goal from Osasuna's point of view, but Wanlo has allowed far too much space here. Look how deep Rangers are. The retreat. Garcia just gets in there, that's a good header in the box. Stefan Klaus, absolutely no chance. But Wanlo was given far too much time to go and cross that ball with accuracy that he did.
Well, he certainly escaped well. Decent ball into the box. Little glancing header, looking the wrong way. Great deal of skill just to get the correct amount of glance on it. So the team 13th place in La Liga. 30 points from 25 matches, 5 points ahead of the relegation zone. Have started well, and Barry Ferguson. Well, Barry Ferguson will not play next week in Pamplona. He will be a spectator. And Rangers, it just gets worse.
Well, that is a serious blow, no matter how this game goes tonight. I don't know. I don't really need to see what Barry Ferguson did there. Not a lot in that.
Well, he's been picked up quite a lot by Nekunam so far. And Barry Ferguson with a shake of the head. Did this deserve a yellow card?
Well, that's when you see it there.
Nacho Monreal. Weibo, well challenged. And Danny looks up. Doesn't really have too many options. There's a massive blue behind him. Burke into Ferguson. Lopez can't get there. And half-time whistle goes. It's been a very disappointing first half for Rangers. They've sparkled at times in Europe, but Raul Garcia is the man who takes the headlines in the first.
Need some tonight. They're 1-0 down to Osasuna at half-time. Let's get back out to wet and windy Ibrox and hope for better things in that second half. Let's rejoin our commentary team, Ian McCall and Paul Mitchell.
Well, it was a dreich wet night when Osasuna visited Ibrox 22 years ago, and Craig Patterson headed Rangers into a first leg lead. Rangers looking for somebody smaller in stature but just as big as heart to get the goals this evening. Nacho Novo comes on and Charlie Adam is withdrawn.
I think Chris
Ezekiel brought the ball down well, but again just caught in two minds. Lopez, that's a great ball through to Munoz. Munoz could wrap it up. Stefan Klaus. Gercoli with their save.
That's an outstanding save. What was Ezekiel doing? I mean, it's awful defending.
Here comes Burke. Well, Burke, I think, just got caught there as he went out, just holding on to the head for a moment, Chris Burke. But Stefan Klaus keeps Rangers in the UEFA Cup tie.
Well, like you, Hug, you know, he actually had to turn the other way and pass the ball just to Alan Hutton. Instead, he dwells on it, gives it away, and he's way out of position. But this is a fine stop. Load.
was vital, absolutely vital.
It's kept the tie alive, Paul.
If you're just joining us and wondering if Rangers have been a little bit unlucky, they haven't. Warnlow coming forward, tackled that time, Hamdani. On to Ferguson. Rangers looking for the tide to change their way. Nacho Novo has to sprint. The Spaniard against the Spanish side. Decent ball in! Cuellar knocks it over his own bar. No wonder there's a little exhale in the cheeks.
Yeah, now you hear the Ibis crowd. Nacho Novo does really well here. He whipped this in. I don't know, Cuellar knows a lot about that. It could have went anywhere, could have went in the net.
Rangers get a first corner this evening. Nacho Novo eager to impress against his countrymen. With the corner, missed by two Rangers players. Good effort, Kevin Thompson. Good save, Ricardo Lopez.
Yeah, that's a really well controlled strike. Not an easy ball to take a night like this. Comes to him nicely. And that's gone in. Good save. Great stop by Ricardo.
And Rangers moving back in terms of goals. Boyne always a threat. Burke in low. Doesn't beat the first man. Burke has a second chance to weigh it up. Hutton's made a terrific position back to Hutton. Well, Chris Burke plays it out and gets a corner, but Alan Hutton was there.
Yeah, but I think when the Rangers crowd are up like this, I think Chris Burke's just got to put it back in the danger area straight away.
Burke plays it in, the goalkeeper comes, misses it, and so does everybody else. But the goalkeeper gets the protection of the referee.
Well, I think Ricardo's saying it was elbowed with David Weir there. I never saw that. David Weir's backed into him, and I think it probably was a foul.
Test Osasuna have had in the whole game.
Yeah, 64 minutes gone.
Rangers trailing, but they have enjoyed best of the last few minutes. Can they keep it going? Oh, it's nice play. Weibo hurdles Weir. Two in the box coming in support. Weibo pulls it back. One low on the left foot. I mentioned earlier, he's very one-sided. He perhaps could have played that with the right.
Well, he should have played it with the right, shouldn't he? He's tried to come across on his left foot. It's a poor effort, but Weibo does really well again. Lovely little cut back. A poor finish.
It's Rangers work it down between Boyd and Crucial. Crucial tries to knock it back into Boyd. Could it break for Novo? Good knock away. Lanyo had to be there. From Osasuna point of view, Murray beaten all ends up by Lopez. Lopez striding forward. Red shirts moving forward quickly. Alan Hutton. Oh, it's going to make things difficult. Ekiop comes out. The goalkeeper came to take it. Knocked away by Weir. How not to defend a ball into the box. Chapter 1.
Well, I mean, obviously Klaus has got to do better. He saw him point at himself there. That's my fault. But Alan Hutton's got to do better with the clearance as well, hasn't he? Just that extra pace he brings to the team, even playing wide, playing through the middle as well. But playing wide, he's made a little difference now to Novo.
It's going to be easily headed away. Ekunam's just patrolled in front of his back four, been effective on the ball again. Garcia for Juanfran. There's a little bit of pace about him, former under-21 internationalist. Taking on Hutton. A little reflection, deep. Ball pulled back, Munoz to try and kill it. Stefan Kloss again. It's like the old days at Ibrox. Stefan Kloss.
He was terrific in the last round. Stefan Kloss again. That's what I mean about Alan Hutton. He's just let him cross it far too easy here. Really intelligent head back there.
Well, Lopez was terrific, wasn't he?
It was Lopez terrific. The fact that Kloss was out so quickly to narrow the angle made the target a lot smaller there. Almost made 6-7 yards out there.
Rangers pick up through Hutton onto Nacho Novo. There was 4 Spanish players right round Nacho Novo. That's been something they've done most of the night to crowd out.
Yeah, they've pressed the ball fantastically well all night. It really has been an accomplished performance.
Osasuna on the receiving end though at the moment is Burke. Moves forward, onto Barry Ferguson. Neckenham has been his shadow tonight. Back onto Burke. Rangers eager to get the ball into the box. Shivo brings it across. Juanfran knocks it away onto Hamdani. Hamdani on the right foot. Hamdani goes to goal! A first European goal for Graham Hamdani. He picked it perfectly, and Rangers rescue the night.
Well, we said in the first half, why does he not shoot more? He's only scored one goal, but that's an absolute peach. And he has been probably Rangers' best performer on the night.
Well, Walter Smith will be absolutely delighted. His side couldn't do it in the 90 minutes, but in stoppage time, Graham Hamdani, on his 14th European appearance, hits the back of the net.
Well, that's a really slack clearance, and he's actually picked his spot. That's magnificent. It looks better when you see it there. He's not had a thrash at it. He's just slewed it around this man and round the goalkeeper. It's a magnificent strike.
Well, it looked like a good goal. In fact, it was a great goal. Lopez dived, couldn't find anywhere near the ball, and Hamdani never gave up throughout the whole night and gets his reward.
Well, game on in a week now.
Make sure you're with us next Wednesday evening here on the BBC for the return leg. A place in the last 8 up for grabs. Rangers, can they steal it? Shivo plays it out wide. Money has Burke outside him. Drops the ball off. Burke delivers in. Crucial looking for a good header away. Monreal had come across and knocked it away. But the referee decides that is it. There'll be no more action here this evening. The managers shake hands. It was about Raul Garcia with the opening goal. But Brahim Hamdani came back. There is a hymn of Osasuna that says the 11 of Osasuna, brave and fight, defend its colours with sweeping determination. They were in perfect harmony tonight. Rangers were off key and off colour, but they rescued this match. It's the men from Pamplona who will be the happier. The Rangers have dug themselves part way out of a hole. It's finished at Ibrox. Rangers 1, Osasuna 1.
Live UEFA Cup action. It's Osasuna against Rangers, and the Spaniards are big favourites in this historic city. Pamplona is home to the famous Running of the Bulls. Rangers' mission tonight is to play Matador and avoid getting trampled. Last 8 of the UEFA Cup, which is up for grabs. Osasuna against Rangers in Pamplona. It's a small stadium. There'll be a terrific atmosphere. This is a Spanish side who are renowned as a very tough side to beat at home. What's your gut instinct, Gordon? Can Rangers do it?
My gut instinct is to say that it's a possibility rather than a probability, obviously, but I do feel that Rangers have to play a lot better than they played the first game. I mean, everyone would recognise that, but I did think that Walter Smith is setting his team out a little bit like the international team he was in charge for the games. Damage limitation first and foremost, and I think Rangers would try to just keep it tight and win by a single goal.
All right. Billy, quickly?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. They're going to defend, but they need luck to be on their side and take whatever chances come their way, Dougie.
All right then, terrific atmosphere obviously. Let's get ourselves out there and join our commentary team then for Osasuna against Rangers. Ian McCall and firstly Paul Mitchell.
Thanks, Dougie. Good evening, everybody. Well, the Osasuna fans had plenty of fun at Ibrox, and now that they're in the majority, they expect the good times to continue. They should have won at Ibrox. It was Rangers, though, who were eventually happier with the outcome after a desperate 90 minutes in Glasgow. Rangers won in Italy for the first time this season. They need to find a way to repeat the trick and notch up their first win in Spain against the Spanish side. Team news this evening for Osasuna. We wondered which team the coach would pick. A shadow side at Ibrox. 7 changes were made to that for the match against Valencia. A further 3 changes tonight. It's a whole new back four.
Certainly is, Paul, and although there's changes in personnel, I think it'll be similar shape to the first leg, 4-2-3-1, and they have got a quality engine room with the outstanding Nekino and number 10 Pugnal.
A win over your oldest rivals, always good preparation for a game, and a away win over them is always sweeter. Tonight, no Barry Ferguson, who's suspended. He came through 5 games without a caution, but saw yellow last week to tip over the suspension ledge. One change to the side that beats Celtic, Gavin Ray for Barry Ferguson.
Well, again, that's a Hog's man in the box there, who's got to get tighter than that.
McGregor closed down as the player away. Flanio sends that straight to Nacho Novo. Nacho Novo goes for the first time hit. Well, Rangers aren't going to get too many opportunities, you suspect, coming forward.
No, it was a poor effort, but it was definitely the right thing to do. It bounced up lovely for him. It was on to go and strike the ball. Just the right thing to do, but poor execution. Got enough power, but just no direction.
Played well towards the end of the half. Can Rangers find a way of rattling the rigging? Almost like a foul throw from Ian Murray onto Kevin Thompson. Ekiog. It's a decent ball forward. Shiro holds off his man, then plays it back to Ray, trying to drive it at the feet of Nacho Novo. Recovers well, Gavin Ray. Well, there's a little push, says the referee. I think Rangers will be happy with the set play.
Yeah, I think they will be. 3 minutes to half time. Just a little nicking. Gavin Ray did really well to recover there. Gavin Ray, strong play.
Wearing the captain's armband once more, Gavin Ray.
2 centre backs up for the first set play.
Well, the first set play that Rangers had at Ibrox, when they came forward, they didn't deliver into the box, which infuriated both. Tonight it's from Thompson. Great position on the far side. What an opportunity. Ricardo Lopez is rightly unhappy. But peeling away that far side, Charlie Adam.
Well, what a view we had. I mean, as he's running up to take the ball, Charlie Adams in 15 yards of space. He just gets closed down there, but it was so obvious. Charlie Adams got to head that back across the goal.
I thought he should have gone for goal. Is he? And he's placed back against Maccabi Haifa. And his suspension reduced after the red card against Hapoel Tel Aviv. Now the play continues. There are some problems on the far side involving the Rangers fans and the riot police. We can see that from our high vantage point here. We'll try and concentrate on the action for now. Hamdani can't get to the ball. Weibo moves in, sends it out wide. There's a real cauldron of an atmosphere around this ground. It's bubbling over in certain parts as Shebo goes in just to make the challenge on Cruchaga, Pamplonian-born 33-year-old captain of the club, very proud to be the captain. As Nekunam makes a rare mistake, Gavin Ray goes in. Can he open his foot? Gavin Ray, good challenge. Yossetto got back. Gavin Ray with a real opportunity to score his first in Europe for Rangers. He may regret that. Here comes Nacho Novo. He fires it across. Well, rather acrobatic play by Cruchaga. Comes out wide to Shibu. He tries to feed it into the middle. Nekunam. Gavin Ray sends it out to Shibu. Good challenge. Azpilicueta. Well, it might just be something about defending that end of the ground. Romeo tries to get the better of Ekiok, but that'll come into the box. And taken from Alan McGregor.
The thing is, Osasuna, I think when Rangers pressed the game a bit higher up here, I mean, Gavin Ray's unlucky here. I think Gavin Ray's went for power instead of maybe just trying to guide it in the corner there with a bit of guile. You know, he's always going to get closed down by doing that.
Below us, obscured by the fans standing up, but it's Corrales on the ball onto Weibo. Osasuna looking to try and wrap up this tie. Rangers have to score no matter what this evening. Wanley just apologises for the pass out wide. Well, there's all sorts of trouble going on in this match on the far side. As Corrales plays it on. The action on the field being overshadowed by the action off it. Wanlu on that far side tries to work it in with Corrales. Corrales goes in, goes down very easily, and the referee says that's a goal kick. Wanlu not happy. Chris Burke said that Wanlu had dived. The referee just trying to keep things calm. But there's scenes round this ground that you're going to hear about for the next few days.
Yeah, it's taken away from action on the pitch there. I think Wanlu did dive there. I think Chris Burke was spot on.
Well, it's the scenes that we didn't want to see, and there'll be many stories to be told about them.
It would be.
Ekiong from right. Well, Walter Smith has already introduced Chris Burke, who we've not really seen in the game.
No, he's a player that needs possession of the ball, doesn't he?
Well, there's one or two of these Rangers fans very unhappy at the treatment that they're getting. As I say, these stories will come out in the days to come. We'll concentrate on the action on the field. Osasuna 0, Rangers 0. He's one to think that Romeo was unlucky. The first touch from Burke was so bad.
Yeah, Chris Burke did well to be sharp enough to get onto the end of his bad first touch and draw the foul.
Burke, who's impressed in Europe, plays it out wide onto Murray. Charlie Adam trying to drive forward. Adam flipped it onto Burke. Burke out wide. No flag for Gavin Ray on the far side. Cruchaga comes across to try and deal with him. Back onto Burke. Burke with a decent cross. Yosecho took charge, the number 14. Comes out to Hutton. Tries to get it back in towards Pushel. Gets the head flick down looking for Novo. Economy got the challenge away. And the triumvirate players just move away with the ball, but Rangers somehow have it. No free kick, Charlie Adam. On to Burke. On the overlap is Hutton. Burke holds off Wanlu, goes down theatrically, gets the free kick.
I knew the crowd would react like that after Osasuna not getting a free kick.
And a yellow card. Well, I think Corrales is a little bit unlucky there. We need to see it again. We're a fair distance away. I think Weibo's just been yellow carded as well.
I think he's unlucky to be booked, but I do think it was a foul. You see the push there. Burke went down quite easily, but you know, when you're running at that pace, it doesn't take a lot.
Well, the director just playing in a couple of previous challenges that we've seen. So Weibo is yellow carded. So Charlie Adam, plenty of height in the box for Rangers. Just over 20 minutes to go. Adam strikes it, takes a little deflection. Hutton goes after it. Knocked away. And a free kick. There was a little push there just on Cruchaga. And that was silly from Rangers.
Yes.
Lopez gets the ball from Romeo. Lopez on the right hand side. David Weir missed it. Weibo could wrap it up. An error from David Weir, one of the most experienced players on the field. And Weibo makes him pay. Pierre Weibo from Cameroon does it for the Spaniards.
Yeah, I thought there was two errors in the move there. I think if Ian Murray goes to attack the ball, he's got to make sure and win it. And then very unlike David Weir not to get a clearance on that. That's a good finish. I mean, Al McGregor a little bit unlucky, but Weibo coming in, sticks it in.
Chris Burke's right, doesn't change things for Rangers. They still have to score.
Of course it doesn't. No, they've still got to score a goal.
Well, they feel much better about Osasuna, and Weibo thanks a higher power. But he also has some slack Rangers defending to thank.
Well, when you see it here, Ian Murray's got to win that. If he's not going to win it, he's got to just hold his position. Then the ball comes in, and David's got to get a foot on that and clear it. Al McGregor's really unlucky, to be honest, but it's a decent finish. I think that's David Weir's first mistake in the game, causes a goal. But again, Ian Murray, he's got to go and win that ball or don't go for it.
Well, Alan McGregor could only guide it into the back of the net. Charlie Adam square up to each other. I'm not sure if Garcia knows he's from Dundee. You don't mess about. Has recovered. Rangers through McGregor, fired it forward, flicks down. Ekiong, almost the hero again.
What a chance. He just doesn't get anything on it, doesn't make contact with the ball.
Very few stains on his pink shirt this evening. The home fans now standing, we can't see a thing. As as they get ready to celebrate. All eyes on Osbo Larsson. Long ball up and it's all over. And Rangers' run in Europe comes to a halt. They met Osasuna and Osasuna proved to be too strong. Winning at Hampden in the UEFA Cup final was the nirvana for Rangers. They fall 3 steps from the heaven they hoped to have. It wasn't Rangers' night, it wasn't Rangers' tie. They lose once more in Spain. It finished on the night. Osasuna 1, Rangers 0 on aggregate 2-1 to the Spanish side.